Vasquez, checking in with you guys. This first week for our course, it's a little bit strange. First, I'm not a fan of this Wednesday to Tuesday class schedule that the school uses. Plus, our class gets scheduled for Monday, which is towards the end of the week, and I'm not particularly fan of that because that means I get to discuss issues about the class the day before assignments are due, and I'm definitely not a fan of that too. In addition to that, we got the holiday coming up on Monday, which means that class is not happening. It's moved to the 22nd. So there's a potential here of having almost a week and a half of online discussions and material with you not having seen me or heard from me. So I'm making this video to kind of put a couple of highlights, issues that may get you through the class. I'm also considering moving the assignment one more day. So I've been doing on Wednesday, which I already gave you an extra day, but I may move it another day since it's the 22 is when we're going to get together. And I want you guys to have a good understanding what the assignment requirements are before you submit your assignment. I know I've seen a lot of people. I have one person already submitted the assignment, which is good. But remember, this is not just an online class. This class requires a face-to-face too. We'll have 4 face-to-face, and then we have 4 online check-ins, what I call via Zoom. Hopefully, you have read all that in the introduction, welcome aboard, and all the posting I've been doing. Another thing that worries me is that we are Friday, Saturday, and I have not gotten any questions about the class. I just love to talk to my students. So when I don't see questions back, I'm worried that either they're because the class got pushed, probably you're starting a little behind the schedule, thinking that you have more time to address issues. So the first tip is you got to read the material. Read the material to understand. And I'm going to go through a couple of things here real quick. I'm not going to take much of your time, but hopefully this will help you out. Again, this is more because I'm concerned that I'm not going to get to see you. All right, so discussions. Discussions are different. If you have not taken a class before, these are not necessarily individual or group discussions, but they are group assigned to do the initial class discussion, and then the peers respond. So I'm going to explain that in a little bit. So here we have to go to the groups. I have a lot more information that you guys provide, but these are the groups arranged. There are 4 members. So Friday or last night to tonight, I don't normally give you a day anyway. Your lead discussions are due. So the 4 people and the 4 students on this group are required to post the lead discussion, which is a detailed initial conversation based on the requirements of the assignment. And then what happens is these 4 individuals, Richard, Gloria, Trent, and Kevin, will put in the initial post, and then peers will discuss that. And I'm going to put a lot of information about how to write discussions, what I expect from you. I think I even put a discussion example of what I'm looking for. I normally give you a little bit of latitude this first and second week until we catch up with the requirement and you understand what I'm looking for. So these 4 people should already have made a post. And then the other groups are now peers, group 2, 3, and 4, and they are going to provide responses back. I'm not going to get into how to do the discussions. Again, there's a lot of announcements I already made or will be making in the next minutes that will clarify what I'm looking for. The assignment is due on the January 24th. So again, we're going to meet on the 22nd. Actually, I'm going to go change that right now. And I'm going to give you another extra day because I feel that without us not meeting, you could use that more day. So there we go. It is. I just changed that to the 25th. You have now till Thursday of next week to complete it. And you can see there's somebody already that is already making some submissions. I hope that you're reading the assignments and the requirements, and we'll go through them too. The content. Talk about assignments, talk about discussions. We do have quick weekly quizzes. They're all due on Tuesday. I'm not going to change those. And then the content. First week, a lot of basic stuff about information systems, what's involved. These are your resources here. The introduction. Business strategy is going to be important for the assignment. And I will highly recommend that you read all of the articles in here, especially Does It Matter, because they're very informative, especially for people who are in the business world. We already talked about discussions and quizzes for week 2, which we'll meet, and next Monday, not this Monday, we're going to get into databases, information of what is quality data, decision making. So read that. Also, read my announcements. Let me switch view here real quick. View as learner. These announcements are important. I provided a lot of information of things I have learned from other classes. So everything that is in here is written from the point of lessons learned from prior students. So here we go. Like what a discussion should look like. Long version, shorter version, anyway, just read it. It's all in there. Weekly discussion guidance too. I provided a lot of other stuff in here for you to follow. Extensive comments. Again, lessons learned from the past. How to reference class material, which is sometimes very confusing. And my policy on late opportunities. Read that. This is a big thing about submitting assignments late or any work that is late. You need to communicate. You need to let me know you're going to be late. If you just assume that I'm going to give it to you, that's not copacetic. You got to communicate with me. The moment you know you're going to be late, send me a text to my phone. Send me an email to the Outlook account. Communication is key. And I will bend backwards with you, but I got to know. And remember, this is a hybrid course. It's not an online course. So you're required to interact with me, especially in classes, on the face-to-face classes. And then more information about the different aspects of the class that I think are important, to include what important dates are, right? And that's it, the overview. I'm not going to get into reading. I'm not going to go through it. I think you guys can handle it. But I want to see more questions asked. The fact that I haven't seen any worries me a little bit. Anyway, that's it. That's all I have. I hope I'm looking forward to meeting all of you. Don't forget to do your introductions. I want to know about you. I am an on-hands guy. I want to know you. I want to understand where you're coming from. I want to understand what you want to get from this class. I want to interact with the things that you're dealing with today in school and in class that may help me shape the class into something that is productive and effective to you, especially when it comes to in regards to your future. Because to me, the reason you're at UMGC is because you're considering options for your future. I'll talk more about that, especially for the folks that are using Montgomery GIBL, who are veterans, are now getting that stipend from the VA or from DOD on the from veterans benefit. My concern is that a lot of people are taking the money and not really investing in education that could be their future career. And I working on my fourth career now, plus I fly helicopters on the side as a hobby. And I'm gonna credit a lot of that on education. So anyway, that's it for now. Look forward to meeting you. Take care. God bless. See you Monday 22nd. Post questions on the Ask Your Questions Here forum. Adios.